Yo, what's going on, guys? Back with a quick video. We're going to be talking about winter riding gear, right? Winter riding gear is very, very important. I'm here in Texas, so we don't have much of a winter, but it's always so damn hot that honestly, it becomes like winter for us when it just randomly gets cold, right? It doesn't get as cold as if you were up north, even North Texas, like Dallas area when it does snow. We don't catch no snow here really in San Antonio ever, maybe once every 4 years or so. But yeah, let's talk about riding gear. We're gonna start off with the first thing, and honestly, it's probably one of the biggest things, right? We're gonna talk about your tops, your riding tops, or your riding jacket. Most people will probably there's different type of jackets, right? Obviously, right? Different type of jackets. You want to look for a leather, preferably, or a textile. Textiles are usually cheaper, and they're a little probably more widely used, depending on where your location is. But for me, textile is usually probably about the best. Simply because of the heat here in Texas. So during the wintertime, you can get away with textile, but I would prefer a leather jacket, right? So make sure you check out the prices of leather jackets. Make sure you get something nice, and be prepared for the winter. The next item is going to be your riding pants, or if you have riding bottoms, or a full suit. If you have regular riding jeans, that's fine. But in the winter time, if you don't like to wear like NBT or any of that kind of stuff, if you don't really trust that kind of gear, if you're just wearing regular jeans, make sure that you put a second layer underneath your jeans when you're riding so you stay warm. I'm telling you, I had to put on my long johns underneath my jeans, man, because it was just so, it was so cold. And I just went today, and the sun was out, but it was still like in the 40s. So you gotta make sure you layer up, right? For my top today, I will tell you about that when I'm done. But make sure you layer your bottoms. You know, if you got jeans on, I would not suggest riding in sweatpants. Don't do it. It's a bad habit. If you go down, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna have cotton debris all in your wounds, your road rash, and when they gotta clear that debris, it's gonna hurt really, really bad. So try not to ride with sweatpants if you can help. The other article of clothing that you may need is your riding shoes or your riding boots. If you have riding boots, like actual racing boots, that would be preferable. If you don't, and you think they're uncomfortable, make sure you I would prefer if you wear a high top instead of low tops. I know a lot of people wear lows, and sometimes they may wear mids, but I prefer high tops when I ride. And I make sure they're laced up, because though I'm not using riding boots or racing boots, hopefully they still stay on my feet being high tops. If I were to get in a crash or something like that, hopefully they don't fly off. If you got racing boots, use them. Those are obviously the best ones to use. I mean, you can't get any better than that. If you got it, use it. Other than that, I would just say play around. I'm going to talk about some other things. Headgear. Obviously, you're going to be wearing a helmet, hopefully. If not, you're fucked. But you should be wearing a helmet. But underneath my helmet, I always wear my beanie. I always wear a very comfortable beanie, no matter what. Because I don't like the way the inside of helmets feel on my scalp. I just don't like it. It always makes my head itch after riding for a little while. And B, I just like to have my head covered. A little bit of warmth, to me, it just feels way more comfortable, especially when it's cold. All that little air that creeps in underneath the chin, you know, it goes everywhere. So have something nice on your head. Other than that, like today, for example, just dress in layers. Like my top, I wore this, right? I wore this top, right? But it's layered, right? Shit. Well, but it's layered, you know? So I got on 2 layers right now. I was riding earlier. I had on 3. I had my hoodie on top of this. But, and it was still cold. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you just got to be mindful of what the weather's like. And it was still a little chilly, but I had on 3 layers. I didn't ride it with a jacket this time because it's not, you know, it is what it is. I had on 3 layers, had on a second layer of pants underneath my jeans, and I was good to go. So, like I said, it's very, very important that you dress accordingly for winter. Also, if you get in a wreck or something like that, you don't want to be in a t-shirt and inadequate gear, because it's going to make your time on the side of the road much worse, right? It's going to make it much worse, trust me. So make sure you gear up, especially for this winter 2024, depending on where you're at. Dress appropriately, because it is very, very important that you stay warm and comfortable while you ride. Anyways, I'm out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.